Hey guys, good morning. It's the middle of April. I want to talk to you about what's going on in your lawn, tell you what to watch out for, let you know what you need to be doing. So let's talk about it. So as you can see here, we're pretty green. I would call this fully green. It's the middle of April. You can do this. If you scalp early, you go ahead and start watering, you keep mowing, you can get the yard looking nice. So let's talk about what we're battling in the yard. We still have some like POA spots over here down at the bottom, and so we're still dealing with that. Over here we got, a few spots like nutgrass, kalinga, a few other things popping up. We're going to take care of that soon. One of our biggest challenges right now are these mole crickets. Like, look, this is just from last night. Like, look at these holes that they made. I mean, it's unreal. It's just like a real mole. They're just super tiny. I mean, they leave these little trails all up under, and they ruin the turf. I mean, it's insane. I mean, there's another one over there. I mean, they're all over the place. We've put down some products, some Bugs Be Gone, to get rid of that, to counteract it. But these mole crickets, they get resistant, so you have to make sure that you change what you're using. I think over here we got a large mole cricket mound. You can definitely hear these in the evenings after the sun goes down. I mean, look at that right there. That's unreal. I mean, they dig it up. I'm gonna have to come back out here and flatten this down. So let's go ahead and head out to the front yard and let's see what's going on out there. Hey guys, let us know. Are you dealing with mole crickets right now? Do you hear them in the evenings? Are you struggling with that? Have you noticed mole crickets in your yard in the south? How's your yard looking right now with the drought? Have you been watering? Has it been a struggle? Do you have hot spots? Do you have dead spots? Let us know. Let's talk about it. Let's come up with solutions. Let's innovate. Let's get your yard looking green, the best on the block. Okay guys, so you can see out here I got a little bit of dirt over here in the middle section, and I got some over here by the edge of the concrete. I've been out here working on continuing to level this. This side over here is looking really good. It's pretty healthy. We've been able to keep it moist despite everything going on. You can see the daylilies are just getting ready to explode. I mean, this is crazy. Look at all those blooms on all of those, especially this one here at the end. So you can see over here, still working on leveling on this side. We've got a few spots that we're trying to tackle. Over there down, you can see we kind of got this slight low spot where we're working on tackling some spots. And you can see back here we still got the POA patch. We're going to talk about this. This is what happens when you use prodiamine for 5 years in a row. This is the results that you get. It just flat out quits working. As you can see by the tree out this way, you can see all this POA. It's finally gotten in the mid 80s. This is starting to die off. I'll bring you over here and you can see where the POA is like turning yellow. It's finally starting to look sick and sad. It's about time that it starts dying. I've hit this with multiple things, image 2 or 3 times. It's just gotten so resistant on resisting the herbicides, and I haven't gotten a chance to try something like, I think it's Primo Max, that will just knock this stuff straight out. But you can see the yard's looking really good. You can be in the middle of April, you can be fully green, even though you may still have to battle some weeds. But our goal is to continue to water, counteract the effects of the drought, lightly fertilize, and work on growth. Now's the time to push growth. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. We want to push growth. Like these spots over here, we have spots where there's a few spots where the grass is a little weak. It's not very thick. It's thin. We're going to push growth in those areas. We're going to specifically target that, spoon feed some liquid urea, some fast-acting urea, and get this spot here to grow and fill in. So let's talk about what's next for the lawn. Here in a few weeks, we're going to get out here. We're going to work on aerating. We're going to continue to top dress in certain areas. Go ahead and punch that, clean up all those plugs, get the aeration in. I've talked about this in shorts, other videos, but I'm going to show you the difference that aeration makes, at how basically it works like little drains in your yard and allows the water to just soak into the layers. It works, like I said, it works like little drains, works like little straws, makes a huge difference. But we're going to show you the difference that makes. It's definitely a major difference, especially when you're dealing with the southeast clay soil where the water just doesn't want to soak in. It's definitely worth aerating. Even if you run a machine or you do it manually, you can decide. But those are going to be our next steps coming up here in a few weeks. We're going to get the machine, show you how to use it, show you what it does.